Aṣèlérí àmúṣẹ, ó tóbi ó lágbára, ó ń bá ní bẹ̀rù ẹni. Èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Mo ti mọ èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Ó wá ṣèlérí ayọ̀ pé òun á gbé mi ga, ó tún wá ṣèlérí ayọ̀ òun wípé wọ́n ṣàṣeyege. Ó wá ṣèlérí ayọ̀ pé òun á gbé mi ga, ó tún wá ṣèlérí ayọ̀ òun wípé wọ́n ṣàṣeyege. Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Gbogbo tó ṣe láyé mi o, láti gba ìwé mi o, ìlérí bàbá ṣe fún mi, ó ṣe ń sọ lóde mo ṣe. Gbogbo tó ṣe láyé mi o, láti gba ìwé mi o, ìlérí bàbá ṣe fún mi, ó ṣe ń sọ lóde mo ṣe. Èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Ẹni gbẹ́kẹ̀lé Jèhófà tí kò dé gbẹ́kẹ̀lé ṣu, kò sóhun tó bá ti bèrè ní dandan á dẹ̀ múṣẹ. Ẹni gbẹ́kẹ̀lé Jèhófà tí kò dé gbẹ́kẹ̀lé ṣu, kò sóhun tó bá ti bèrè ní dandan á dẹ̀ múṣẹ. Èmi mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Elétí gbóhùn báwo lè mọ Ọlọ́run kan tí kì í já ní gúnlẹ̀, àní mo mọ Ọlọ́run kan tó ń bá ní tọ́ṣòro ẹni. Bóyá ẹ pé bàbá mi o.
Àlùjọ èrè.
Ẹ̀kejì yóò bá ọba ìlú, ẹlẹ́rù níyì ọba ìṣà, ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀.
Ẹgbẹ́ga.
Ẹ pé bàbá mi o. Ẹ pé bàbá mi.
Ẹgbẹ́jì yóò bá ọba ìlú, ẹlẹ́rù níyì ọba ìṣà, ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀.
Ẹgbẹ́ga. Ọba tó lágbára
Bọ́lá lórí ohun gbogbo bàbá. Bọ́lẹ̀.
ọba tó wà lórí ọgbọ́n.
Jésù.
Bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun tó ní
Bàbá. Good morning, good afternoon. Share the video. Bàbá. Hey.
Ẹ pé bàbá mi o. Ẹ pé bàbá. Ẹ̀kejì yóò bá ọba ìlú.
Kẹ́mi Ọ̀nàsàngá. How you doing?
Ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀.
Ẹgbẹ́ga.
Ẹ̀kejì yóò bá mi. Ẹ pé bàbá. Ẹ̀kejì yóò bá ọba ìlú. Ẹlẹ́rù níyì ọba ìṣà.
Ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ga.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n ló ti Jésù nígbà
Ìyanu ni. Yo.
ọ̀nà tó gbé tí nígbà
Gba ọjọ́ mi lójú.
bàbá.
Good morning. Ọlákẹ́.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n ló tó gbọ́rọ̀
Ọ̀rọ̀ mi gba ọ̀yà mi lọ.
ẹ̀wọ̀n ló tó gbọ́rọ̀
Mi gba ọjọ́ mi.
sẹ́ẹ̀.
Igwe.
Òun ló bá mi gbé gbogbo ẹrù tí ọ̀tá gbé bàbá. Ẹ pé bàbá mi o.
Ẹ pé bàbá. Ẹ pé Jèhófà ẹ. Ọba ìṣà. Ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ga.
Ẹ̀kejì yóò bá mi.
Ẹ pé bàbá. Ẹ pé Jèhófà ọba. It's coming, listen. Lady Angelic.
Jésù ni Jésù
Kẹ́mi
ni
okay.
Jésù ni Jésù ni dùjú.
Ọ̀gbìn.
Jésù ni Jésù ni dùjú.
Jẹ́tọ́ o.
Ó ní kí n má fòyà.
Ó ti bá mi ṣe.
Òun ló kọ́ mi ṣẹ́gun alárò káwọn ọba ni. Ó kọ́
ọ̀tá nínú mọ́tò mọ́tò
yá.
Wọ́n sọ
Ní lórúkọ tuntun.
ọba ni èyí tí kò ṣe bójú wò. Ojú wọn wà wà
Olùjọta lójú.
ọba ni Fẹ́mi òrùn mo mọ Ọlọ́run. Mo dọ́lọ́run ni mo mọ Ọlọ́run tèmi. Ọba ni Jésù lálàfẹ̀yìntì tó
Ó
ṣe
lè gbọ́kànlé.
ọba tó lágbára
Lágbára lórí owó.
wá bá lórí.
Àlejò
Ńlá ni fún bàbá wa. Ènìyàn ẹ bá mi gbé bàbá wa ga. Ẹ fi yín fún lọ́tà lọ́kàn ọba wa. Ẹ̀wọ̀n náà tó bọ́rọ̀ mi gba ìyá mi. Ẹ̀wọ̀n náà tó gbé tí mi gba ọjọ́ mi lójú. Jésù mi bùrù.
Jésù mi jẹ́gbọ́.
Ó mà mí.
Jésù mi dùn ṣẹ́gbọ́. Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi wà. Alùjọ. Bẹ̀bẹ̀. Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi wà o. Ìlọ ni mọ̀ ẹ́. Ọlọ́run ni. Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi. Mo ti mọ̀ ẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
Mo sì
Dúró mo sì mi ilé Ọlọ́run mi. Bàbá kémi máa ṣe gbèrè tìjú. Lọ́rọ̀ sọ. Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi. Mo ti mọ̀ ẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo sì dúró mo sì mi ilé Ọlọ́run mi. Bàbá kémi máa ṣe gbèrè tìjú. Fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ.
ẹbí láàrin ẹgbẹ́ fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ bàbá. Má jẹ́ tàràkà, má jẹ́ ti ìróró, má jẹ́ tẹ́, má jẹ́ tí, má jẹ́ tán.
David Akitayo.
Bàbá tó
Son of God.
láti
Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi. Mo ti mọ̀ ẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
mo sì
Dúró mo sì mi ilé Ọlọ́run mi.
bàbá kémi máa ṣe
Gbèrè tìjú. Fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ.
olúwọmọ ló máa
Nígbà torúkọ ẹbí ga.
ṣe mí lólúwọmọ kì í máa fọ
Ológe bàbá.
ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ òra kẹ̀kẹ́
Ọlọ́run mi.
ẹ̀rín o òdìlé àná ẹni
Kẹ́mi.
Ọlọ́run fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ bàbá láti
Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi. Ẹ̀yin boys tẹ wá mẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ máa légà tó jẹ́ Kẹ́mi ọ̀nà ṣọ̀gá ẹ̀ mú o.
máa ṣe
Potential wà lára ọmọ yẹn gan o. Ìwọ tó bá wá potential Kẹ́mi ọ̀nà ṣọ̀gá ọmọ yẹn ní potential bàjẹ́. Yéè.
ọmọ ẹ̀dá o wọn ò fẹ́ kálá o bàbá rìn nílẹ̀ inú wa máa bẹ́yẹ ṣe bàṣẹ ń bẹ́ ṣe inú wa ti bí wọn bàbá ń jẹ̀kọ sùn.
Ìwọ náà gbọ́dọ̀ ní potential. You gotta have potential to go there, but you know what I'm saying? Don't just go there without potential.
ayé má ṣe rí mi
You're gonna have to be Mr. Potential.
mo sì dúró mo sì ní ilé
Ọlọ́run mi.
bàbá kémi máa ṣe kéré tí
Fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ.
láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi
Mo ti bẹ̀ ọ́ Ọlọ́run.
mo sì dúró mo sì ní ilé
Yemi Opadijo, that's my brother right there, man. Come on.
lọ́rọ̀ sọ ìwọ ló ní kí n mọ bẹ̀rù ọmọ
Hey.
ìwọ ló ní kí n mọ fòyà rárá.
Hey, bóyá.
Ìwọ ló ní kí n fọkàn balẹ̀. Ìwọ ló ní kí n má bẹ̀rù mọ́. Ìwọ ló ní kí n má fòyà rárá. Ìwọ ló ní kí n fọkàn balẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run mú ara rẹ sókè. Kí n sí ìdájọ́ mi. Àti sí ọ̀rọ̀ mi wá já mi láre. Àwọn ẹlẹ́rìí èké fi mí lóhùn tí ìhùn ò mọ̀. Hey. Irú ara rẹ sókè. Kí n sí ìdájọ́ mi. Àti sí ọ̀rọ̀ mi wá já mi láre. Àwọn ẹlẹ́rìí èké fi mí lóhùn tí ìhùn ò mọ̀. Ìwọ ló ní kí n má bẹ̀rù mọ́.
Ìwọ ló ní kí n má fòyà rárá.
Hey, bóyá.
Ìwọ ló ní kí n fọkàn balẹ̀. Ìwọ ló ní kí n má bẹ̀rù mọ́. Ìwọ ló ní kí n má fòyà rárá. Ìwọ ló ní kí n fọkàn balẹ̀.
Oh. Irú ara rẹ sókè, kí n sí ìdájọ́ mi, àti sí ọ̀rọ̀ mi wá dá mi láre. Àwọn ẹlẹ́rìí èké fi mí lóhùn tí ìhùn ò mọ̀.
Ìrẹ ló ní kí n má bẹ̀rù mọ́.
Hey, bẹ̀rù. Oh.
Ní kí n má fòyà rárá. Ìwọ ló ní kí n fọkàn balẹ̀.
Ìwọ ló ní kí n má bẹ̀rù mọ́. Bring it out. Hey, people, you guys don't know nothing. You don't know Jackie Robinson. Music is the food to the soul, man. If you know how to sing, you know how to listen to music, you connect not just to the drumming and beat, connect to the real lyrics, I'm telling you. Advertisement. If you are Mr. Potential right there and you are looking for Mrs. Potential, this is Kemi Onosho. Lo check baby out. Me ni tan again. Ọlọ́run mi ò ní fún ẹ lófo. Lo check baby out. Ṣé ọmọ ló dúró ni ó dúró pangi. Egbele o. Ọmọ ló kàwé tán finally. I'm telling you. Ọmọ ló nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọkùnrin báyìí ni mo kúnlẹ̀ fọkùnrin. She will need that. She will be needing that. Egbele sa. Where you sa? Ọmọ yẹn ni o. Potato pọ̀jù. I'm telling you. Bó ṣe máa ń kó ó máa kó wẹ̀ fọkùnrin báyìí. Tó bá ní ó yẹ kó wẹ̀ wá o. Kẹ́mi á kó lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ ni. If you don't need that you honor the lover, you treat her right, make her to be a wife, you will see. Oh my baby, Odro Sangili means to check it out. What damo? You see, advertisement, Marie Inky. I don't know how to pronounce your name is not very easy. So, for you guys out there, you actually thinking of finding a wife or husband, feel free to connect, to the Singles Konnect by the grace of God. All right, go on Facebook, go and search for Singles Konnect. The Konnect is with a K, What's that? So how is a K? Miss Yero Kemi, Oduro Pasibe ni Omori. Ọmọ tó ń wà tó ń ṣan ọmọ tó ń dúró gidi gan tó ń gbowó ẹ̀ fọkùnrin ọmọ tí kì í jà rárá o ń kúnlẹ̀ fọkùnrin ni o. So if you are looking for a pretty girl, nice girl with a good heart, Mr. Robin Shere, I'm telling you, go check her out. Tó bá lè check it, tẹ́rù bá ń bẹ̀. Sometimes you get there, you'll be afraid. You boys, you Nigerian boys are always afraid. If you dare, tó bá rọ́mọ tó dúró bang, standing well. You know what I'm saying? The girl is standing well. And you are a little scared and say, how will I say, excuse me? Come and ask me. Come over and tell me and say, Pastor, sir, when I saw the girl, I love the girl, but I'm a little scared though. She's intimidating. But don't worry. Tó bá gbé no sorry, ma be so kalẹ̀. Ma pe báyìí ni pé Kẹ́mi kí ló ṣe rí ẹ kẹ́. Kí ló ṣe kẹ́. Who fine boy yìí lọ́wọ́ engineer ni. Kò ṣe mechanic o, engineer leleyi o, engineer gidi. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to actually do the connection real quick. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me. Modupe Olasule, are you single? Is Modupe single? If Modupe, you're single, let me know. Because me, I can connect you. You are too fine to be single. You are too fine. What if find you? Ọkùnrin tó bá máa fẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ fine bàjẹ́. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní 7 packs. Ó máa ní mẹ́fà lókè ẹyọ kan sálẹ̀. I'm telling you, how much is your commission for this advertisement? It's 0 commission, Gabriel. 0. Mi ò gbowó. I'm not singles. Mo dúpẹ́ wọ́n ti get here. Wọ́n pa mo jẹ́. Àwọn boys ò lè jẹ́ kó escape. You can't escape. You go find girl where you want to escape. Láyé. Mo like àwọn Naija boys. Wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó good gan. Wọ́n máa lé mú ni. 20 pack. Kí ló dé? 20 pack. Obìnrin fẹ́ pa ọkùnrin ní kó lọ ní 20 pack. Mo tí ní irú èmi gan tí mo sì ń struggle pẹ̀lú 1 pack. All right, let's get to business today. Let's get to business. No more speaking Yoruba here. Let's go straight to English. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go straight to English. You know what I'm saying? Straight to English. All right. So if you're actually single, you're a brother, good brother, go and check out Kemi right there. For real, go check her out. You know what I'm saying? She's a very good person. Your husband is very handsome, very good. Handsome boy. Now, let's get to the business, man. All right. Relationship, like I always say, is a very complicated thing. It's very good for us to start from day one on a good ground. Start from day one on a good ground. All right? On a good ground. don't be in a hurry. Don't jump into a relationship just anyhow. All right, take your time, because when you start on the good ground, on the good side, you will eventually enjoy your relationship. You enjoy your marriage. Marriage is difficult, at the same time it's not. It's very good when marriage is between people that are two people that are in love. When you are in love, you know, and you have understanding and there's agreement. Let me tell you something. The other stuff is just my mind. Will come, misunderstandings will come, all kinds of stuff will come, but you will be able to, you know, you'll be able to move through. You will be fine. All right, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to go right for you. I'm not kidding. It's all about you marrying the right person, someone that you're in love with, that actually is loving you back, and there's agreement between you and the person. You guys are on the same platform. You will find out that when oppositions or misunderstandings will come, you guys are going to settle it, you know, with love. It's not going to be any kind of issue that will be beyond your control. It's going to be within something the two of you can actually sit down, discuss, and then, you know, deal with. And then you just keep going. You know what I'm saying? You just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Now, there is something I want to quickly talk about today, and that is individual differences. Now, I'm not going to go into depth, but I just want to let you understand, you know, people do make mistakes. And the mistake is this. They said, people do always say, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. You see, sometimes it's not man that wants to put anything asunder. It's actually the individual differences that people refuse to understand that will actually break people apart. It's not because of outside forces, or probably the girl is dating somebody else or the woman is dating somebody else that will be a problem. You know, many times it's actually within. Okay, you as a man, you are believing that your wife should know you. The wife is expecting you to know her too. Now, let me tell you something. You don't know your wife. Your wife is not you, and you are not your wife. You guys are actually from a different background, different understanding. You know, actually maybe different level of education, different level of exposure, different mentality, different temperament, different character, different belief. All right? Now, you are now getting married to somebody that is totally different from you. Now, when you get married, you just start acting as a husband. So many people just want to assume that office of just being a husband and start doing commander in general and start saying, do this or do that or do this or do that. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the man, and the man is getting you frustrated. Many men have been frustrated today because they assume that office of a husband, thinking is the office of a boss. Thinking I'm a boss, I am the managing director or the director general of this company, so I can instruct anybody. My wife is my employee. Now, she is not your employee. You didn't employ her. All right? She had the right or the opportunity to tell you when you were leaning down at the mall and asking and say, will you marry me? She had the privilege to say, no, I'm not marrying you. So you guys are partners in the company. You guys are partners in the company. You don't just come here and just start bossing people around. If you have house girl in your house now, you can be bossing the house girl around. If you have a daughter, you can be bossing your daughter around, but there's limit to that too. Your daughter will tell you one day, or your son will tell you one day, say, Daddy, which ones? Come on, man. I have a right. And as a matter of fact, she got a right. They got rights. You can't just push them around. You have to respect everybody you see. Okay? You can't just be the director general of a family and start bossing people around. Now, people, when you marry somebody, you were able to court for like about 6 years, 7 years. Sometimes during the courtship, the girl is still confused. She doesn't know who you are. Even you yourself, you assume you know her because you've already seen her nakedness. You say, hey, what's the big deal? All I want to see is her nakedness, and I've seen it. See, her nakedness is not her. You're only seeing body parts. Okay, you're seeing body parts. Oh, I want to see how big her breast is. Now you've seen it. Good job. There's much more. There's something much more deeper, something much more important than just the breast. Oh, I want to see how big his penis is. All right, now you've seen it. It's big, oh. But there's something much more important than a big penis. Are you getting my point? Something much more bigger. Do you really know him? And that's why the Bible said, the language the Bible used as for Adam and Eve was that Adam knew his wife. All right, actually, it's a time of sexual interaction, but it's deeper than just that. It goes deeper. than just that. That the Bible tells, good morning, sir. It goes deeper than just that. All right? That's why I always counsel men. That listen, men, if anything goes down in your marriage, it's your responsibility. You will be the one to be blamed. They don't want to agree with me. And I say, okay, if you don't want to agree with me, that's fine. You can do whatever it is that you like. You can actually go and kiss the transformer if you want, you know, because I've said what I need to say. Personally, in my relationship, I always take responsibility for whatsoever goes down. If anything bad should happen in my family, it's my fault. Because I'm the man. I am the man. The president of a country will be blamed for the economy of the country. The president of the country will be blamed if there's no electricity. The president of a country will be blamed if there's no job. Or there are no jobs. The president of the country will be blamed anytime, at any day. Even if I don't get to eat 3 square meals in a day, it is the problem of the president of the country. All right? So, now I will not bring it down. It becomes the problem of the household leader. Who is the leader of the household? Why are we not eating? It's our dad. Our dad refused to go get a job. Our dad is squandering money. Our dad has a girlfriend outside collecting all his money. So, it is the problem of the leader in a country, in an organization, in a church, or in the family. The moment you are able to identify yourself as the servant of the home, all right, not the boss of the home, because you are only the servant of the home. You see, the president is a servant of the nation. Everybody will put dirt on him. Everybody will confront him. They will abuse and insult him. He has no right to be angry. He has no right to say, I'm going to kill somebody because they did this. All right? So the issue with this is that the man should understand the kind of power that God has given unto you to lead a family. It's not a joke. They don't understand it. They are always busy competing with their wives. The men of now, you know, those men, they are competing with their wives, instead of them staying as the leader and keeping the peace in their home. You are responsible. That's why it's not possible for a woman to say, I want to marry you, Shola. I'm just going to be laughing. I'll say, is anything wrong with your head? I'm the one God gave the power to ask you to marry me. And that's the way it has been ever since, and it will still continue to be that way forever. All right? So when you are courting a woman, you don't know her. If you refuse to focus on something that you need to know, you refuse to focus on knowing her deeply, then by the time you get married, you are expecting her to start behaving like you. I'm sorry, she cannot. 1 year is not enough to actually learn who you are or who she is. 2 years is not enough. 3 years is not. As a matter of fact and record, 15 years, you must be together for 15 years to be able to know 60% of that person. Kai, I'm saying something here. Now, many times men don't understand that during the time of courtship, your responsibility as a man is to give time to know the person. Is to become the best friend of that person. Know her in and out. What kind of friends does she keep? What are the stuff that she loves? That was why in those days we do have best color, best food. During that time we have pen pals. I don't know, probably you guys remember pen pals. Pen pals in those days, they don't have Facebook then. We don't have Facebook at that point in time. So we normally write to our friends. We have pen pals. So you write a letter to the person will write back to you. The person may be in Maiduguri and you may be in Ibadan. But you have a pen pal. So you write letters and mail it and write it and mail it and all kinds of stuff. So you guys can know, what are you doing? How are you doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm in Ibadan. This is the weather. This is the stuff. So people get information from that. All right? So during that particular time, you're supposed to know her. She's supposed to know you. Now, majority of our men, they are always in a hurry. All what is in their head is sex. The moment they're able to take you to bed and you pass the test of sex, they believe, this is the girl I'm going to get married to. Because she's good in bed doesn't mean she's going to be a wife. A sex expert may not be a wife, may not be constructed or built or created to be a wife. She may not still be matured to be able to be a wife. She might not still be matured enough to actually be with a man, and you are in a hurry to take her to the altar. You don't know her. You are expecting that she's supposed to be behaving like you. Now, people do understand that, okay, when husband and wife marry, the Bible made us to understand that two will join together and they become one flesh. You see, the aspect of joining together and becoming one flesh is not a day thing. That aspect of becoming one flesh is not 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years thing. All right? It's a continuous knowing. It's a continuous kind of understanding who the person is to become one flesh in spirit and physically, emotionally. I'm telling you, it takes more than 20 years to do that. And they say 50 years too. Because you may never know. There are some men that are just 100% liars. You can never know them. You can't predict them. What is he doing right now? Many of you as wives don't even know where your husbands are. You may think you do. You may be telling me, yeah, I know where she is. I know where he is. He is at work right now. You are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself big time. I just had a story of one particular man who told his wife, oh, I'm going to Baltimore. They just sent me to Baltimore from work. And the lady said, oh, yeah, go. But just make sure that you always let me know whenever you're coming back or if you need anything. So the guy picked up his bag and he went to Baltimore. Actually, he didn't go to Baltimore. He went somewhere else. And luckily, on Facebook, another woman was recording a party. Now recorded the man doing naming ceremony for his new wife. That person on the social media of the wife in New York City, okay, was at a party, a baby dedication party, or whatever they call naming ceremony. She was now there recording a live video of the party when the husband and the wife and the new baby were dancing. So he was recording them and was recording himself with them. When the woman in New York City was watching and said, they are watching, somebody is doing naming ceremony here, and lo and behold, he looked at the face of the father of the baby. That's my husband. This person looked very much like my husband, though. This. No, very funny. Very funny when I listened to it. So the woman picked up her phone, called the man instantly. Remember this. Okay, Livingston, God bless you, man. Now remember this. Now the video is live. That video is a live video. It's not a recorded video. So the woman picked up the phone in New York City and dialed the number of the husband. The camera was on the two of them. They were dancing with the baby and all kinds of stuff. His phone rang in his pocket. He took the phone out and looked at it. And he now clicked it and canceled the call and put the phone back in his pocket. The woman called again. I was watching on the video. The man brought it out again and look, it's the same person. He put it back in his pocket. That's when the woman now said, Dimeji, you are the one. Dimeji, it is you. All right. Now, happens to be Dimeji is the one inside of the picture, inside of the video. Many of you will say, I know my husband. I know where my husband is. My husband is a very quiet man. He doesn't go out at all. If he will go out, he will only go out once in a month. Very good. All right. He only goes out once in a month. So many of you don't even know where your husband works. You don't even know the job your husband is doing. Many of you don't know the hours your husband is working. He will leave house by 6 o'clock in the morning and then come back by 10 o'clock at night. You ask him, the magic say 6 o'clock to 10 at night. Don't say anything. Say, but he's saying here. That's how they do it. But it's not reflecting on his paycheck. You know, you have not taken time to actually ask him, Mr. Dimitri Kilode, what is the problem? You have been working 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 at night. It's not reflecting on your paycheck. By now, it's supposed to be paid, but the credit card is supposed to have been paid off. By now, we're supposed to be saving almost about 30,000-40,000 to buy a new house and stuff. But what exactly is going on? Now, you don't take your time to do that because he will sit down at home, he'll be looking at TV and stuff. His phone doesn't ring. One woman told me one time, say, I love my husband. He doesn't have friends. I said, how do you know? He said his phone never rings. So the man is putting his phone on airplane mode. Every time the man is at home, he will put his phone on airplane mode. No phone calls will come inside. I told the woman, I said, can I give you one break? He said, yes, sir. I said, whenever your husband is at home and is sitting watching TV, that is number inside the kitchen. She look at me and say, why? I said, no, I just want you to do so. Dial that number inside of the kitchen. Go to the kitchen, carry your phone, and dial the number of your husband. If the phone rings inside the living room, all right, you will know I'm lying. If the phone didn't ring, it just went, and nothing happened. Come back and tell me. And lo and behold, the woman went there and said, I dialed the number 10 times. The phone didn't go. He didn't ring. He didn't do anything. I said, oh, yeah. I said, your husband is putting his phone on airplane mode every time he's coming home. Every time he's coming home. All right? I said, now, let me now give you another brain. He said, what brain, sir? I said, so, now, his phone is on airplane mode, right? I said, now, the Wi-Fi is on. The guy said, the woman said, how did you know? I said, because I'm a man. I'm a man myself. I have the brain of a man. It's the head of a man that is in my head. I said, instead of calling his phone directly, call his wife, his WhatsApp number. Call the WhatsApp. Call it from the WhatsApp. You see what happened. So the second day she went and then called the WhatsApp and stopped, and the WhatsApp started ringing. So I picked it up, and the ringtone of the WhatsApp is bang, 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 like as if to say an alert. All right. So he went and did the same thing. I said, you see? He said, yeah, I've been hearing that pam, pam, pam before. I said, oh, Daniel, you are a fool. A fool as a woman. You don't understand the man is actually playing games on you. Playing games on you. He's actually not picking calls because the call of his girlfriend can come in or whatever. So it's better for him to actually get it on WhatsApp where he could text and reply and say, I'm at home. I'll call you back in 15 minutes time. I'll call you back in 20 minutes time. So he's actually sitting down in the place and eating your food. He said, my husband will eat pepper soup. My husband will ask for drink. I will give it to him. And I will sit down with him in the living room. We watch boxing together. We watch all this stuff together. I said, huh? Many of you don't even know where your husband is. You don't even know what he's doing. You may believe he's at work right now. Maybe you know it's not. All right? Maybe it's not. You'll be very surprised. I'm a man myself. All right? We think about many things that we are not supposed to think about. I'm not kidding. So many of us will actually get drifted away. We will just follow the word and follow our heart and go do crazy stuff. And when we finish doing the crazy stuff, we come back home and start hiding things. Why is it that you see that women hide their phone and men hide their phone? If you don't have any crazy stuff on your phone, why are you hiding it? No, ask questions. Then you say, it's personal stuff. What personal stuff can't your husband see? What personal stuff can't your wife see? What personal stuff can't your husband see? All right? You know, so many of our men, they will save the name of their girlfriend and say, I will say, my cousin. It's not that cousin. It's not the cousin. It's a girlfriend. They will save the name of their girlfriend. They will say, Obama 1. Obama 2, Obama 3, you begin to ask him, Dimeji, Obama 1 man, later. He's a lie, he's a girl. You pick up the phone one day, you will see that the Obama 1 will say, hello, Dimeji, how are you? I love you. He's a woman. A woman, Obama 1 is a woman. Fine girl, buruku, also fine buruku. I'm telling you, why do you think men, when they forget their phone on the people in the living room and they're in the shower, they run out from the bathroom to come and carry the phone? Say, you know, what do you think? Why do you think that happens? There is a secret in the telephone. Telephone abhors a lot of secrets, and one thing we don't understand is the secret. The telephone is still not safe. No matter how you lock it, it's still not safe. People can hack your phone and bring messages out. I pity a lot of women. They will be chatting with boyfriend, and the boyfriend's chat is always sweet. You don't understand. When boyfriends are chatting with you, it's always very sweet because boyfriend will be telling you what your husband is not telling you. The boyfriend will say, oh, you know, I love your lips, man. Oh, my God. Every time I kiss your lips, I just feel like I'm in heaven. You will say, oh, my God, are you serious? Is it true? Yeah, oh, Lord, my God. I like the way you smell. When you put on your cologne, you are just like an angel. You'll be liking it. And you will say, oh, I'm blushing. I am blushing. Blushing, I'm blushing. When you are now sending all these text messages, you are texting your boyfriend all around the place. Now, women know one thing. Men don't do it. Men, whenever they finish chatting with you, they delete it. They clear everything. Delete. They even want to delete their phone whenever they finish chatting with their girlfriend. But women will go and be saving those things. So at night, sometimes they go back there and start reading those things, and then they will be smiling without anybody around. You'll now be looking at their face and say, forget. Why are you laughing? No, nothing more. Nothing. No, nothing. only Oka message over. She's rereading the message over and over. And at the end of the day, you get busted because when the man is looking at you smiling when your phone is in your hand, then you will start thinking, a man is very brilliant. We'll start thinking something must be in that phone that she doesn't want me to see. Then they're going to hack that phone. A man, we will delete. A man will delete anything. Well, the moment the man is done chatting with you, he delete everything. You don't want to see it. Because you want to clear the atmosphere. It is women. You be keeping your boyfriend. Your boyfriend chat. Your boyfriend is telling you all manners of good stuff that your husband is not saying to you. The husband used to say it before too. The husband, when you guys were cutting, the husband used to say all those things before. Understand? It's just that you women love it to continue like that. Men will believe that, he was offering me love with it. Say me was offering me love with last year. We love with last year now. Say me was offering me love with money. No. You have to repeat, I love you like every day. That's how women want it. You have to repeat, I love you every day. They want that reassurance. Are you still with me? Are you still here? Are you still with me? Are you still here? Funka! You know what I'm saying? These are the things. Alright? Women always like to reassure you. Men will say, did I tell you I love you last year? It's not last year. It's every day thing. You have to continue to say it like every day. Alright? That's the way it works for women. So, what am I saying is that you don't know your people. You don't know your husband. So many of you don't even know his best clothes. You don't know his best color. You don't know where he loves to be. Who is your husband? You don't even have any understanding who he is. You can't tell nobody who your husband is. You can't tell nobody who your wife is. Who is your wife? Apart from knowing her name. Apart from some of you don't even know the oriki of your wife. You don't know, maybe it's a Duke, maybe it's a Bedo, maybe it's a Shule Ogo, maybe it's a Abike Ogo, maybe it's a Bike. You don't even know the oriki of your wife. You don't know. Some of you don't know the oriki of your husband. In Nigeria, you're supposed to know the oriki of your husband. So that whenever he's angry, you will not say, Ajani mi ko, omo kozeri kozeveku, omo zeburuku zerere, omo zekatante zemani, omo ojedubolugi wodorun, oye farabale, oriti ena abere si wu. He said we start getting bigger and bigger as you're actually doing that stuff. You should know. Many of you don't know them. You don't know that your wife was born in the afternoon. You don't know your husband was born through CS. You didn't ask those questions. You didn't know that your wife went to Inyafo primary school. You didn't know. You didn't know that your husband went to Feigbole primary school. Okay? It's my school that they went to. You didn't know that your husband failed at jam. He's jammed like 20 times. You didn't know that your wife don't have certificate. Certificate. You didn't know all that. You didn't take your time to do investigation that your husband have 2 children before. You just imagine your husband is having 2 children before. Okay, meeting you. You don't even know. You have never even asked him those questions at all. You didn't even know that your husband used to have gonorrhea before that they almost cut off his penis. You didn't know. You don't know nothing about your wife. You don't know anything about her. Okay? But you want her to just be you. You want her to just understand you. You just want to become a boss. You just want to be a husband. You know, before you can be a husband in the house, you must have to first of all be a friend. And in the time of friendship, that's when you get to know people. Listen, you don't get to know people when they are actually your husband. Because at that point in time, there's always tension all the time. Tension all the time. Sometimes you are walking on eggshells. All right. Sometimes you are not angry. You are not happy. Sometimes he's angry. Okay. It takes a lot to be able to know somebody who, when they are not actually on the same page with you. When you guys are not in good time, it's not easy to actually learn to know the person. You know that person when you guys are friends. During the time of friendship, that's when you get to know his best food, his best color, what he likes, his oriki, and what kind of stuff like that. That's when you know all that. All right. That is why you have to first of all be best of friends. Before you even get into a relationship, you have to continue to be friends even though you are still in a relationship. Alright? Even though you are still in a relationship, you still have to be very good friend and continue to learn to know yourselves. It's that knowing oneself is a continuous thing. Alright? One time you will believe I know my wife, you don't know her. Sometimes you believe I know my husband, you don't know him. Alright? You don't know. Okay, I was told a story about a woman who is always very respectful. She will cook for the husband all the time, and she will spend time with the children. She will pick up the children, they go out, ask the man to go anywhere she want to go, not knowing that every time the man will go out, she will be the one to tell the man to go, the husband to go out. You say, the major, you can go anywhere you like. Go and spend time with your friends. The guy is always happy. See, my wife is a very understanding woman. She understanding, not knowing that every time she leaves, he leaves the house, the boyfriend of the wife will come home. And then they will keep the children in the basement. They will turn on the TV in the basement for the children. They will give them toys to play, everything to play. Now, see the joker. You men don't understand anything. You don't understand Jackie Robinson. The woman has put a kind of a detector in the man's car. If the man should start his car in Las Vegas, say I'm driving to New York, the woman will see on his phone, on her phone, this man has just started his car coming on towards New York City. Okay? The GPS on that will give them how many hours will it take for him to get home, checking the traffic on the road and all kinds of stuff. So they know what time they're going to start, they know what time they're going to end. Then the man will finish actually having sex with the woman and all kinds of stuff. Still stay there to eat, stay there to take a nap a little bit, and then they now get on their way, escort him into the car, he will drive off, and then she'll go to the basement, bring the kids back upstairs. They will start doing homework, they start doing assignment, they start doing all manners of things. By the time the guy will come back, the fufu is ready, the inyo is ready, the pandanyam is ready, everything is ready on the table. The man will just enter and just eat and all kinds of stuff, and then go and sleep. And then maybe once in a month or once every 3 months, he will say, yes, let's have sex. Then they will have sex. The woman is not actually asking for sex. She's tired of sex because the boyfriend is always coming in to give it to her. Understand? And the man is saying to everybody, say, you know what, my wife is not hungry for sex. So my wife, whenever I want to do it in once every 6 months, she's ready for me. I don't get to do it every time, but I get to do it once every time I like it. And so, but she has never nagged, she has never complained, she has never done anything. All right, fantastic. So one day, they were in the house, the boyfriend was home and all kinds of stuff was home and everything was home. Now, the sister of the man, the sister of the husband, okay, just got back from Nigeria, decided to come and drop off what their mother sent to the brother. Let me go to their home and drop it off. So she didn't call them, she wanted to give them a surprise. So she go to the house and then she knocked on the door. Nobody opened the door, she pressed the bell, bang, bang, and lo and behold, it was a man that came to open the door. The man was in boxers. So the sister said, so he called the wife and said, somebody is asking of you. That's how he saw the sister-in-law. The sister-in-law now dropped off the whole stuff, pretended like she didn't see anything, quickly went home, called the man, and reported the whole case to the man. I saw a man in boxers, no shirt in your house. Who is the man? Went home. When they got home, listen to me, the woman made that man to stay there. She didn't tell the man to leave. He said, stay home. You know who you are? He said, who am I? You are actually my brother's friend who just landed here. I forgot to tell my husband that you are coming today. And you came today just to come and eat. And you are taking a nap on the couch in the living room when the visitor came. And you are supposed to wait for my husband to come before you leave. So they set up everything up and the man came. Do you know the man believed it? That man believed the joker. He came and said, my sister want to destroy my family. You don't know that it's my wife's brother's friend who was actually passing by, just came to take a nap in her house, and then he said, my dear Sophie, my dear Sophie, 300. And then he gave the boy 300 again, and the guy left. The guy left like that. We finally caught the guy, oh, understand? Now this guy, I caught the guy. It's a lie. It's a stupid lie. And so many people, you believe, I know my wife. She is gentle. You don't know nothing. Oh, anything. My wife is always going to church with me. She's in the choir. She's a choir mistress. She's always singing, glory, glory. How many people that are singing, glory, glory, Lord, are born again these days? How many people, even people that are on the altar, we pastors that we are on the altar, how many of us are born again these days? How many of us will know? Johnny Jerodo, ko jalubosasi, ko tu fi tomato na le, toju bada. How many of us Johnny Jalubosa ko Jerodo ko tu fi tomato le? You understand? How many of us are born again? That's the stuff. We need to understand life. That's why you got to know the person. Don't just be a boss in the house and just start acting like your husband. You don't know that woman. That's the reason why a lot of us end up in divorce. That's why many of us end up in divorce. You see, marriage will have been very good. Just like in the olden days, before you get married in the olden days, you will tell your parents, Daddy Mio, say, yes, I have finally found a girl that I want. That is if your father is not the one recommending to you. They do recommend women to their children. So now you are finding somebody. And then when you now found the person, you now tell your parents and say, I found someone who might be lower. They ask you, oh my God, who is his father? From where is he from? Then they will know. Say, oh my God, Sale Ojani. Mama Renin Tashoni Gagi. And then your father will say, you know that. Eja te say, but out. They will now go outside and start doing investigation and all kinds of stuff. You read your own daddy. What kind of a man is the father? What kind of a woman is the mother? Are they together? Or do they have a sickness in their family? You know, when you want bomb, what do they do there? She wanted to kuni. Do they have all this kind of stuff? Your father will go and do investigation. And then when they finish doing their investigation, they will now call somebody or no one or no simbel and stuff like that. They come and just submit to you and say, well, it's good or it's not good. It's good and it's not good. But these days, we young people don't even ask our father any question anymore. Say, mommy, we don't have to pray. Your eyes will be popping out. Your eyes will be popping out. You won't allow people to do investigation on the boy. You won't allow them to do investigation on the girl. At the end of the day, one chance. You now start coming back and say, hey, mommy, I do what I love. To lay your bed properly before you sleep on it. Don't just jump in bed and start sleeping on the bed. Lay your bed properly. And that's the problem we have. Divorce everywhere, lack of investigation. We don't investigate spiritually, we don't investigate physically. And then when we say, hey, let us go and investigate spiritually, our so-called prophet today, they don't see Jackie Robinson. He run in one part. Is this one? They don't see nothing. They just gamble. Oh, what they're doing is gambling. They will say, then you marry that one and that one will be dear devil. You marry that one, you find out and stop. When you are going to a prophet that don't have a wife, a prophet that already beat his wife and the wife left, you are going to a prophet that has 7 wives to go and make inquiry what God is saying. Somebody that is not saying nothing. You are going to a prophet that is sleeping with all women all around the place to go and ask what God is saying concerning your own life. Oh, stupid. You are a very stupid person. Oh, you know the story of the man. Instead of you going to God and say, show me what exactly should I know about this man. And as a matter of fact, you only know tiny little stuff. God will show you things, and then you start getting to know him gradually, as you develop. As you're in the relationship, you gotta open up yourself. All right? Men supposed to open themselves up. It is a place of conversation, communication that makes people to know people. When you don't talk, you can't walk. A husband and wife that don't talk, they can't walk. You have to be able to talk. Talking. When you talk about your life, open up your life, tell them what you're passing through, what happened today, what's going on tomorrow, what am I planning, what am I going through, what kind of sickness is in my body, what am I, all those things. When you talk about them, in my childhood, this was what they told my mother when I was grown, this was what happened to me. Gradually, you begin to know yourselves. You begin to know yourselves. All right? But when you don't communicate, if you don't talk, all you do is having sex and that's it. You can't know somebody just having sex with them. You can't. Communication is important. You have to be able to sit together and converse. You have to be able to sit together and communicate, talk about things. People get to know people when they talk. And that is why it's very important for you as a lady or as a man, when you are still courting, be the best of the friend of that person, be able to ask him questions, and then open up to be able to answer questions. I don't know why are you defensive for. I don't know what you want to hide. Now, one funny thing that men don't know is that that thing that you are hiding will soon surface tomorrow. It will come to limelight tomorrow. You don't want to hide anything, not even for the person you are saying you love. You love somebody, you want to live the rest of your life with them, you cannot hide anything from them. Yoruba people say something. You don't hide things for the person that will bury you. Understand? Open up yourself. Let your wife get to know you 100%. Let your husband get to know you 100%. That is your next of kin. That's the person you should be with. That's the person you should open up to. That's your partner. That's you right there. I don't know why you're hiding. If you know that that person is not good for you, why are you in a relationship with the person? If you know you don't trust him, why are you in a relationship with him? If you know you don't trust her, why are you married to her? Why can't you just go away and go and find somebody you can trust? All right? That's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's how to rock relationship. It's not by speaking English. All right? It's by acting. It's by opening up. Let your wife know how much you're earning. It will save you of her requesting for money you don't have. Let your husband know how much you're earning. Let them know the businesses and the project you are embarking on. Don't be building a house without your understanding of your husband. Don't be building a house without the understanding of your wife. And don't build a house without putting the name of your wife on it. Don't build a house without putting your wife's name on that house. Who is going to inherit it when you're gone? So many of you guys have invested behind your wife and your wife don't even know where your money is, and many of them have died and the money end up in a waste that their family couldn't even retrieve it. Their wife don't even know where the investment are. The children are suffering right now, whereas their father has got billions somewhere that they do not understand. That we don't know where the money is. Many of you don't have life insurance. You don't plan for the future. How can you just be living your life recklessly without life insurance? If anything should happen to you, your children will be catered for. All right? Don't just be jumping all around and be doing things like a crazy person. Sit down and think critically. Have a way of thinking logically to be able to look at things and say, oh, this is the way it is. This is how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to choose the good part. I'm going to choose the good part. All right? So it is a journey. Marriage is a journey. Relationship is a journey. You don't just give up along the line and say, because this person don't know me, don't understand me. When I blink, she doesn't understand what I'm saying. When I say, oh, he doesn't understand. You are supposed to teach her. And like I preached before, a man is supposed to be 100% of God. Why? Because you as a man, you are created to please God. You are created to be the helpmate of God. And then the wife is supposed to be 100% of the man. Directly or indirectly, she is still 100% of God. If you as a man can submit yourself to be 100% of God, it means that you yourself, you are carrying the nature of God, and then you can pump it into your wife. And then your wife too will be 100% of you because you are 100% of God. So the two of you are 100% of God. She was created, or she's created to be your helpmate. So she must know you. She must know everything about you. You must pour yourself into her. She must know everything that is hidden. Everything that is hidden must actually come to limelight right in her presence. He must know you, everything about your life. Very important. If you can do that, you won't be managing marriage. Marriage is supposed to be enjoyed, not endured. All right? If you're not compatible, if you're not supposed to be together, then don't get married. Don't marry somebody because of their physique. Don't marry somebody because they are endowed. Don't marry somebody because they are good in bed. Don't marry somebody because they have good job. Don't marry somebody because they have good cars. Don't marry somebody because they bought a good house or they are buying they have a good house. Don't marry somebody because they are very educated. Marry someone that you are compatible with. Marry somebody that is in his dream. You can see yourself in the dream. Marry somebody that you can influence and can influence you. Marry somebody that you guys can grow together. It doesn't matter if he's having money today or not. It doesn't matter if he has reached it or not. It doesn't matter if he has a house or he doesn't have a house. The two of you can work together and buy houses. The two of you can work together and he can be educated. The two of you can work together and he can be financially buoyant. You don't understand. Don't marry because of condition. Don't develop a conditional love. Have a plain love for somebody. Because I love you, I'll be with you. It doesn't matter what you have or who you are today. The two of us can work together and take ourselves up the ladder. And that's what love is all about. That's what relationship is. Sacrificing for one another. Helping one another to get to the point where we're supposed to go. You are my helpmate and I'm your helpmate also. Let's make something happen. Let me meet your need and let you meet my need. Where I'm lacking, you are strong. Where I'm weak, you are strong. Where you are lacking, I'm strong. Where you're weak, I'm strong. And then we can both complement one another and then build a gigantic future for our children. That's all. That's the way a relationship works. Very simple, direct, but very challenging. It takes a man that's been broken, a woman that's been broken, a woman that has actually experienced salvation to be able to do what I've said. You're going to strip yourself naked. You're going to throw your pride out of the door. And then you just be you and Holy Spirit alone. You see, when you now submit yourself to the power of the Holy Spirit, you will find out that things can work better. Because the power in operation over your life is not going to be you. It's going to be God. And God will be the one to motivate you, move you, push you to do things. Okay? To do things. That's very easy and very straightforward. May the God Almighty bless you. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Yay! Yay! Don't forget, this weekend is Singles Konnect at the Lighthouse. Make sure you are there. Go to my page, click the link, go and register yourself, and come right there.
Gospel. jọba dàtà.
Tunga Prince Jasa.
Jákèjọ. Dance, 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 dance. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wájú, wájú. Go! Oya, oya, oya. Pápájó, ẹsẹ̀ jó, orí jó, ẹ̀yìn jó, àwálé, ìlànìjó, àmúlé, pèdèsẹ́, orísun, olè rẹ̀ wá látònídìí, forever. Ṣọlá, yé! Orísun, olè rẹ̀ yí látònídìí, forever. Yé! Dance, 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 dance. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wájú, wájú, wájú. Pápájó, pápájó, ẹsẹ̀ jó, orí jó, ẹ̀yìn jó, àwálé, ìlànìjó, àtúnyé. Olè rẹ̀ yí látònídìí, forever. Listen, olè rẹ̀ yí látònídìí, forever.
Jasa gospel.
No dey fẹ́ mi sólà ń pèlè ara. Jasa gospel no dey fẹ́ mi sólà ń pèlè ara. Àwọn tó mọ iye èdè pẹ̀lú àlùjọ. Oya ẹ jẹ́ ká jó. Oya!
Oya Ketunga.
Àtúndà. Sílẹ̀.
Oya Kesoko.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Oya Kejasa.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Oya Larijo.
Àtúndà.
Osikanimo.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Oya Matumba.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Femi Balejo.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Femi Solamare.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Jasa gospel today.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Shebeyin Lejo.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Osiranumo.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Àwọn elédè òsùn rárá.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Olómi òsùn rárá. Omi strings òsùn rárá.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Àtọ́bálùgbà lójó.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Káyọ̀tẹ̀ Olú.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Tunga Prince Ray.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Jasa King Rio.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Ambassador Ray.
Ambassador rẹ̀ o.
Jasa gospel tó dé
Fẹ́mi sólà ń pè dára. Jasa gospel tó dé Fẹ́mi sólà ń pè dára. Àwọn tó wọ ìròyìn pẹ̀lú àlùjọ.
Ọmọ kẹjẹ
Ọyọ.
Jasa gospel tó
Tó dé Fẹ́mi sólà ń pè dára. Jasa gospel tó dé Fẹ́mi sólà ń pè dára. Àwọn tó wọ ìròyìn pẹ̀lú àlùjọ.
Ọmọ kẹjẹ kájọ. Tunga.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Oya Kẹsàn.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Oya Kẹjasa.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Oya Kẹtunga.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Oya Kẹsọkọ.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Oya Kẹmajasa lọ.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Fẹ́mi Solamare.
Àtúndà máa lọ.
Owó bàbá Jonathan.
Àsọkọ́ máa lọ.
Sunshine Bandi.
Ó dábàá dé o.
Àjẹsà máa lọ.
Fẹ́mi sókè tí mo bá gòkè kémi má ṣe jábọ́ tí ó bá mi Fẹ́mi sókè síbi gíga
Torí bí gíga lè.
rí olótùkè
Ilé bí ayọ̀ kí máa
ṣe
fàṣẹ.
fáwọn boys
Wọ́n máa ṣe sá. Fún mi lẹ́ni wẹ̀.
ọwọ́ méjì lókè níbi tí sólà bá lọ olúwa mi Fẹ́mi sókè tí mo bá gòkè kémi má ṣe jábọ́ tí ó bá mi Fẹ́mi sókè.
Síbi gíga.
No, this is
Ọkọ̀
gospel.
sọ ní ajé tí gòkè kò máa dá. Kọ́ máa dá gòkè
Òkè
kò
kò
máa já.
jábọ́ rárá.
Ayé fẹ́lẹ́
Ayé tí gòkè kò wà ní jábọ́.
Fẹ́mi ṣe o.
Kémi náà dókè,
Má ti jábọ́.
Fẹ́mi sókè. This is Fẹ́mi Shola. Fẹ́mi sókè. Oya, òkè ni o.
Torí sálẹ̀ ọ̀dà o. Òkè ni o.
Òkè ni mo wọ̀ ní tèmi. Oh,
Torí sálẹ̀ ọ̀dà o.
ìsàlẹ̀ wo rẹ̀?
Sólà mo ti sún
Kẹ́mi,
síwájú.
èrò ń bèrò.
Mo ti sún síwájú.
Iwájú èrò ń bèrò.
Mo doṣùpá tó lé.
Ojú ẹlẹ́gàn.
Mo doṣùpá tó lé.
Ojú ẹlẹ́gàn.
Mo do ọ̀sán gángan.
Tí kò ṣe fojú wò.
Mo do ọ̀sán gángan.
Tí kò ṣe fojú wò.
Oorun ní sólà.
Lójú bẹ̀ kò ṣe wò.
Oorun ní sólà.
Lójú bẹ̀ kò ṣe wò.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n dájá wọ́n bẹ̀.
Ẹ má bẹ̀gàn má kúrò.
Ọ̀tẹ̀ ò dájá wọ́n bẹ̀.
Ẹ má bẹ̀gàn má tẹ̀lé.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó ń pè. Ọ̀tẹ̀ wa tó ń bì. Ọ̀tẹ̀ ni ó. Ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀dà ó.
Àlùdẹ́rà.
Mo ti sún síwájú.
Iwájú lè ro ń bẹ́rù.
Mo ti sún síwájú.
Iwájú lè ro ń bẹ́rù.
Mo doṣù pàtó lé. Mo doṣù pàtó lé.
Lójú ẹlẹ́gàn.
Mo dòrò ọ̀sán gángan. Mo dòrò ọ̀sán gángan fẹ́.
Tí kò ṣe fojú wò.
Oorun ní sólà.
Lójú bẹ̀ kò ṣe wò.
Oorun ní sólà.
Lójú bẹ̀ kò ṣe wò.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ò dájá wọ́n bẹ̀.
Ẹ má bẹ̀gàn má kúrò.
Ọ̀tẹ̀ ò dájá wọ́n bẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó ń pè. Ọ̀tẹ̀ wa tó ń bì. Ọ̀tẹ̀ ni ó.
Òkè ni mo rìn ní tèmi.
Torí ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀dà ó.
Sáré gbòòrò.
Ọ̀tẹ̀ ni ó.
Òkè ni mo rìn ní tèmi.
Oorun ní sólà sẹ́.
Lójú bẹ̀ kò ṣe wò.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ò dájá wọ́n bẹ̀.
Ẹ má bẹ̀gàn má kúrò.
Ọ̀tẹ̀ ò dájá wọ́n bẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó ń pè. Ọ̀tẹ̀ wa tó ń bì. Ọ̀tẹ̀ ni ó.
Òkè ni mo rìn ní tèmi.
Torí ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀dà ó.
Ìsàlẹ̀ gbòòrò.
Ọ̀tẹ̀ ni ó. Torí ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀dà ó.
Bring it up.
Check this out.
Lélelélélélé o.
Yep.
Lélelélélélé o.
Ẹ tẹ́ wọn bá jó. Let me leave you guys alone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my way to Mbamilo. Let me carry my tumba. Make I carry and go, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, you know, always remember to keep it gospel. Do well. Love your wife, love your husband, respect them. And then they're gonna actually bless your life. Alright? God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And I'll see you guys later on the flip side. It's 10 o'clock already. I'll see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God. Bless you.